Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. Let's continue the JavaScript and CSS tips and tricks tutorial series. Now in this video tutorial, I will explain how to add the border radius of HTML elements. In this example, I have taken the input text box elements to set the border radius dynamically using a range slider. So let's start the tutorial. And here we got the final output of our application. Notice the set the border radius dynamically. These are the text boxes I have added, and this is the range slider. Now notice here the text box border radius is changing dynamically. And also we can check the present value of the border radius. See, that's it. For this video tutorial, I am using Visual Studio Code. First, let's open our folder, which is the JavaScript tutorials. And here it is. Our folder is added to the VS Explorer. Let me expand this folder. Now in this folder, I am adding one HTML file called Dynamically change or set border radius .html. And here we got the newly created HTML file is open. Now what we'll do is we'll minimize this VS Explorer, as well as I'm closing this welcome page, which we don't require. Now let's write the coding part. First I'm adding the simple doc type HTML. I'm closing the HTML element with time HTML. And after that I'm adding the header section. Below the header section I'm adding the body. Now inside the body I am adding one center element which contains one header tag, center tag. Set the border radius dynamically. After that I am adding one horizontal line. After the horizontal line I am adding one input type which is a range, and ID is equals to range slider. Let's add the slider. We record the slider. What values we require? Minimum value starting 0, which is a border radius. I'm adding the values here. Maximum up to 50, and value, the default value I'm adding 0 only, 0. And the most important step, we require the step 1. So it will count when we scroll the range slider. It will count 0, 1, 2, 3 like that, because step is 1. And after that I am adding one horizontal line. Below the horizontal line I am adding what we'll do is I want to add one p tag which displays the present slider number. ID is equals to range values. Then let's add another div. ID is equals to text boxes container. For this example I am taking text boxes. Input type is equals to text, and class is equals to text box. That's it. Now let's add the break. Copy this one, paste. Let's add 5 text boxes. That's it. We have done the designing part. We have one header tag, input range slider, and 5 text boxes. Next, below the center, after the body I am adding script, JavaScript function I am adding here. Let's close the script. What's wrong here? Before the body I am adding script. I am closing the script. Now when window loads function variable range slider range slider is equals to, I am getting the range slider first, get element by id, get element by id. What is the id of the range slider? Which is a range slider. This is the id I am adding here. After that, let's define text boxes. Text boxes is equals to document that get elements by class name. Here the class name I am using. What is the class name? Which is a text box. Then variable range values. I am also adding here. Document dot get element by id. What is the range value of id? This is a range values. Let's copy that one and paste here. Now when I move this, when a slider, range slider dot add, then only I want to raise the event, add event listener, which is the input. I am adding input function. Here I am creating one function to change dynamically of the text box border radius. So variable border radius is equals to this dot value plus pixels. Border radius is always in px pixels. For variable, where variable I is equals to 0, I is less than border radius, not the border radius, I is less than the text boxes. How many text boxes we have? Text boxes dot length, I plus plus, and after that I'm defining text boxes, the array I dot style. Now here I am adding radius, border radius is equals to the border radius, the dynamic values we are getting from this variable border radius. Let's add that one here, border radius. Then range values, I want to update the range values when we move the slide. So text content is equals to the message I want to display, border radius is 0 to 50 only. The maximum value is 50, minimum value is 0. 0 plus this dot value. That's it. Now this is a function we need to close with semicolon, and this is also a function. See, I want to terminate. That's it. We have done the JavaScript here functionality. Now we require some style here. The style only for text box. So text box width of the text box I am adding 200 pixels. 200 pixels. Height around 30 pixels. Border, let's add the border is 1 pixel, solid blue. Let's add the black color only. It looks easy. Then by default I am adding the border radius is 0. You don't require to add here, but I am adding. You don't require here. And margin bottom is 10 pixels because the border radius we are setting dynamically. So that's it. We have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. Save. Now it's time to check the final output of our application to change or set the border radius of the text boxes dynamically using a JavaScript. So again we'll save the file. Now to check the output we need to open File Explorer. The folder I have created in the E drive and the folder name is a JavaScript -tutorials, and the file name is a dynamic set border radius. This is the file name. Let's open that one. And here we got the final output of our application. Notice the set the border radius dynamically. These are the text boxes I have added, and this is the range slider. Notice here the text box border radius is changing dynamically. And also we can check the present value of the border radius. See, that's it. In this video tutorial, I have explained how to create or set the border radius dynamically using JavaScript. Thanks for watching this video tutorial. Please subscribe, share and leave your valuable comment. We'll catch you in my next video tutorial.